Hey, what's going on, guys? Crawford here, and in this video we're going to talk about the best online business to start. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you over the last 6 years of my career the different business models that I've done, the mistakes I've made. You know, at this point, I've created well over a 7-figure business, but I've made a lot of mistakes. And what I want to do, especially if you're somebody who is like 18 to say 25, you're younger. Like, honestly, I'm 31. I feel older than shit. Like, if you're younger, you're somebody who wants to focus on this right now. If you're somebody that's my age, like 30 and above, you really want to focus on this right now. And the reason being is this business model I'm sharing with you is going to get bigger and get bigger and get bigger over the next 3 to 5 years. And what we're talking about is becoming an influencer. Now, for right now, you're like, whoa, Zach, I'm not doing videos. I'm not putting myself out there. I'm going to show you a few different models that you can do this in order to, you know, if you want to put yourself out there, you're willing to do videos. That's the way I really suggest doing. And if you're somebody who wants to start out slower, you want to kind of hide behind the computer a bit, I'm going to show you some other ways you can do it without putting your face on camera and doing things like that. But let me explain it right now. Like, this is the business model you want to focus on, hands down. And the reason I say this, like, a lot of the stuff people are teaching on YouTube, it's things that they're teaching you because they know most people don't want to do the work. They know most people don't want to actually put in what it takes in order to build a successful business, in order to make, you know, a 6 or 7 figure yearly business. And what they're doing is teaching these little loophole methods, and they're really setting you up for failure. And honestly, I'm not going to sit around and bullshit you. I'm going to share things with you that work on this channel, things that will help you get the results, and things that, at the end of the day, a lot of the people that are teaching on YouTube, these are the things they're doing. They're just not teaching you what they're actually doing. You know, one of the things I always tell people, watch what somebody does, not just what they say. And at the end of the day, you can always follow the money, right? So with that being said, if you are new to this channel, make sure you go below, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so that way you get notified every time I drop new videos. Because if you like this content, I'm going to be putting out stuff like this every single day. So what we're talking about here is becoming an influencer. And I want you to realize, like, an influencer is the key to the future. It really is. If you've seen the Microsoft commercial, like right now there's a popular Microsoft commercial. It talks about how, like, we live in this generation where literally everything is at our fingertip. We can literally create a business from our freaking laptop with a camera, you know, with, like, pretty much for free, and create anything that we possibly want around our passions. And it all comes down to, are you going to actually use what's available to you? You know, before, we used to actually have to go out there and invest 6 figures to open up a business locally, right? Now, it's not even fair. Like, we literally can create $1 million business in 1 year, and it can happen, trust me. Like, when I was struggling, I went from, like, no money, and then bam, like $500,000 in a year, and at this point, I made well over 7 figures, and now I'm working on a 7-figure a year business. So understand, things can happen very, very quickly if you apply yourself. And if I could go back and change everything, like, this is what I'm changing, because me and a lot of my 6 and 7-figure friends, right, that have created successful businesses, I have friends in everything from affiliate marketing, Shopify stores, Amazon FBA, and a lot of us, like, started out by, like, these different ways of making money, and it was more like a short-term play. We made a bunch of money, but this is what we're focusing on now, building real assets that's going to make us multi-millions in the future. And if I could go back and give you advice, I would tell you to start thinking long-term from day one. Don't just have this, like, oh, I want to make money. Have an idea of something that's going to take your life to extraordinary levels in 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, because honestly, people that are literally sitting in their parents' basement right now are going to be multi-millionaires 2 years from now. If you look at, like, Jake Paul, for example, right, just goes and creates YouTube videos and literally makes millions recommending his clothes in his Shopify store. So with that being said, basically, let's explain what's an influencer. I'm going to show you examples of how you can do it, how I do it, and what I'm focusing on in the future, and then show you examples of both, you know, how you can do it, whether if you want to be on camera or you don't want to be on camera, and some of the best traffic sources and the ways to build it. So first, what I want to do is I want to really talk about the traffic sources, the places that you want to build your influence, right? Now, number one is going to be my favorite, which is YouTube. And the reason I say YouTube is because people can see through who you are as a person, right? You can't really be a scumbag and get on video and fake it, because people can see your expressions, they can see who you are, they can really read right through you, right? Now, I'm not telling you that to scare you, because honestly, you know, there are people that honestly, they can be passive. They have like more of a passive attitude, but they're just really good on camera. Like, you can be yourself. You don't have to be energetic. You don't have to be a smartass. You don't have to be somebody who is professional, so to speak, right? If you cuss, cuss. If you're more of a funny person, share your humor. If you're more of an introverted person, there's going to be introverted people that are going to follow you that like you because you're being genuine. You're not trying to be what they think is successful, right? And then, of course, there's also, which I don't personally use this for my niche right now. I probably will in the future, but I plan to build this in several of my other affiliate marketing niches, and we're going to talk about affiliate marketing and different ways to monetize here in a minute. But Instagram is huge, and the reason I say this, and I'm going to show you examples of this here in a minute, there's people who have literally built multi-million-dollar a year businesses with just an Instagram page, and they've never shown their face. Nobody knows who it is. It's just a page, and it's about interest. Things like, pets, entrepreneur quotes, hobbies like getting shredded and getting fit, trucks. Like, literally, you can monetize anything. So understand, it doesn't just have to be in the make money online niche if that's all you're thinking. However, in my opinion, there's 3 niches that are the ones you want to, and there's tons of niches inside of these. Anything with like making money and wealth, so like you can teach the things that you're doing on your journey. Anything in health, so like things like weight loss, vegan diet, living healthier, and then anything in dating relationships. Those are like the game changer niches. You can make tons of money. And then, of course, there's kind of a 4th category, which is hobbies and niches, which I'll link to the description below if you don't know how to pick a niche and ideas of where you can find like what you can do. I covered a video on that already. So these are the 2 channels, hands down, I think, that are the best. Now, there's a 3rd one, which is really, in my opinion, it's underrated. And the reason being is almost everybody starts out their search for things they're trying to learn and things they're passionate about in 2 places, YouTube and blogging. And by blogging, I mean really just a website, or aka Google, right? They're typing in things. And so for your personality, maybe you're a kind of person that like doesn't really want to put yourself on video, but maybe you like writing or like the idea of writing. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from the search engines, from several years ago that I started. Honestly, I never thought I would be on video. Like, my first video, I literally had to get drunk and I still couldn't do it. It took me 30 days to be able to do it. And, now I love video. It's something I practiced. I had to kind of go from being the introvert to the extrovert to be able to do it. But when I first started, I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that stuff. So I started with a blog. But the reason I say a blog is underrated is because it's something that's long-term. And remember what I said, you want to think long-term, right? Like, after you put in the work, you get so much traffic coming to your site, you could literally sell anything you want. So those are the real 3 channels. Now, of course, you can use paid traffic also, paid YouTube ads, paid Facebook ads. There's Bing PPC, there's Twitter paid ads. There's tons of different platforms. And a lot of my friends focused on that, but this is what they're focused on now, the long-term game, because content is what's going to happen in the future. More and more people are going to be getting on the internet trying to learn things, learning how to set up a business, learning to, get into a hobby they care about, like photography or whatever it be. There's so many different things you can monetize. Now, let's talk about really quick the ways that you can actually monetize this stuff. And then from there, I'm going to show you a few examples, and then we're going to talk about how it all fits together and how you want to piece it together, right? So the next stage is like, how do we make money? How do we actually make money from this stuff? Number 1 is selling, digital courses. Now, you're probably thinking like, but I don't really have any expertise, and I don't really want to do that stuff. Well, I'm going to show you another method you can do. You can promote other people's stuff. But digital courses, let me show you really quick. Digital courses is a $107 billion a year industry. This quote was from like 2015, so it's probably much bigger than that at this point. It's massive, and it's only going to grow. So digital courses are like things you can learn at home, online education. If you look now, even colleges now are moving online where people don't want to go to college, right? They just want to study online. Well, there's also digital courses from everything from learning, technical skills for a job, learning technical skills for becoming an entrepreneur, learning things like photography, learning how to jump higher for playing basketball. There's literally digital courses out there for home and garden, like anything you could possibly think of somebody's passionate about. You can literally make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year selling digital courses. Once you have an audience, this part right here, we build the audience, which is the most important thing, becoming an influencer. You can sell digital courses and make so much money. Now, the second one is called affiliate marketing. And honestly, this is my favorite. I do both of these. But affiliate marketing is my favorite. And the reason being is you can find so many products out there that somebody else has already done the hard work. They've already created it. They've created the sales page. They've created all the training. They handle the customer support. All you do is recommend the product and you get a commission. And there's millions of different platforms. There's private affiliate networks. So you can find products in all different industries. There's Amazon.com. Almost everybody knows about Amazon. So you can recommend gadgets. You can recommend your headphones you like. You can recommend anything, this microphone, things that you like, your books, whatever it be. And then of course there's also like affiliate programs for even like services and stuff like that. So there's so many different things you can do in that. That's my favorite way, just because of the fact that I don't got to do customer service. I don't got to create any of the products. I can just focus on building the audience and then recommending products. Now, the next one is like physical products. And this one is things like Shopify store. It's like Amazon FBA. So basically products that you can actually physically hold, like things like this. And so you literally can go out there, and if you create an audience, right, you could create a Shopify store and say it's like clothing, like your own t-shirt brand. A perfect example, if you follow like Logan or Jake Paul, right, they have millions of fans on YouTube. They literally just do silly videos of their daily life. And then they link to clothing. I mean, literally, and they make millions of dollars. There's so many different examples of this. I'm going to show you that here in a minute when I show you Instagram. And real quick, I forgot to show you on affiliate marketing, right? To show you, okay, so this is the stat of 107 billion. This is like just generalized digital courses, like how much money in the training industry. But affiliate marketing is a 6.8 billion, or it's projected to grow 6.8 billion a year over the next 5 years. Like this is going to be huge. This stat was in February 2016. You can look it up if you want to. So we got physical products, right? So back to physical products. And then the final one is like services and consulting. And these are like more higher ticket things. And this right here, you can make a lot of money. Honestly, you could have a really small audience. You could have 1,000 people following you, say like on your YouTube channel or on Instagram, and you literally could make a six-figure income from just 1,000 people. And this is stuff like, say, if you're in any type of business niche, you're in anything with like weight loss where you're actually like training people. Like I have an actual coaching client who's in the fitness industry, and he's getting ready to cross $10,000 a month, and like he doesn't have a very big audience, a couple thousand people, literally, that's it. And he's literally almost at a $10,000 monthly income, and all he's doing is consulting them and helping them plan their diet, what exercises they do. So this is going to be depending on what type of niche you go into, but understand, like, you don't need a big audience to make that much money. If you've ever heard the quote, 1,000 true fans, right? It's all based off when you have 1,000 people that truly like you, they'll literally buy everything you sell. They'll, like, every time you make a recommendation, they'll buy that product, buy the second product. They'll literally, if you hold an event, they'll come see you at an event. If you say, hey guys, I'm just having a cool get together, I'm going to be in New York, they'll literally go meet you. When you create 1,000 true fans of people that like you, that trust you, that know you really just have their genuine best interest at heart, you literally can make tons of money. You can make a six-figure income with a small audience. You don't need hundreds of thousands of people. So these are the main ways to monetize, right? But I wanted to show you the different examples because a lot of people get caught up on what they're selling, but here's what's important. This part right here, it's not what you're selling. Like, you literally can sell anything. When you have an audience and you built it around a niche that people are passionate about, like, you can sell anything. Like, you may start with, say, affiliate marketing, right? You may start right here at affiliate marketing and promote other people's products. But then what happens in the future, your audience is like, you know what, Zach, I really just like, I love your content. Will you please just put a course together for me to show me all this stuff, like, and that's what happened to me. When I first started, I had no desire to create products. I didn't want to do any customer support. I didn't want to have to, like, I was honestly scared. Like, would anybody even value the information that I have? Would they really want to buy something that I put together? And what happened was, like, literally when I was a nobody, people were already asking me, like, hey, can you put together a course? Like, I like the products you recommend, but I really want your stuff. And that's how I got into product creation. It wasn't a desire that I wanted to do it, because honestly, like I said, I like the affiliate marketing business model better. But these options are limitless. Like, you can sell t-shirts, you can sell clothing, you can sell, like, things that you create and have created. You can do services. You're literally, the sky is the limit once you create the audience. The most important part is to become the influencer, the person that people are following. So I want to show you really quick so you can see examples of how you don't need to even be on camera. So if you don't want to be on camera, you don't want to do like a YouTube channel or create content, here's an example like in the business niche, right? And all it is like business quotes. This person right here, like they weren't even really doing anything. They started a couple years ago, just started creating these different motivational quotes for entrepreneurs and has made millions by just doing quotes. This person right here I follow, 'cause I'm a car guy, and it's all about like lifted trucks, right? Called Nasty Trucks Nation, 2.1 million followers. And this guy literally drives now a Lamborghini and has like a decked out car, or decked out truck. It's at least $100,000 truck. And all he did is he took what he cares about. He took his passion for trucks, created this massive network of people, and literally like constantly what happens is, so like right here, advertise contact. People pay him to advertise on the page. He never shows his face ever. Literally, you don't see his face. Now he has his personal one right here, which is the Travis Dodd. But he never shows his face. He literally just shows all these different images of cars. And what's funny is most of the content is not his. It's literally just like users submitting their content. It's content that he found out there and then linked to other people to give him credit. Created a massive audience because now he's an influencer. And literally now people come to him because they want their content to go here because he's got eyeballs. He's got attention, which is what I said is the most valuable thing, right? Here's another one, luxury lifestyle. This you don't have to be a millionaire to do this, right? Do you realize how many people, like 478,000 followers? This is actually a small page. I found pages with millions of followers. I just found this with a quick search. But all it's doing is showing luxury vacations, luxury cars, luxury watches. Like there's tons of people that sit on Instagram and they fantasize about being able to have this kind of stuff, right? And what happens is once you build up this audience, same thing. You could either promote your own products, like say a course you have. You could promote like your physical product brand. Maybe you have a motivational t-shirt brand. You could promote affiliate products, or you can even just take people where they pay you to advertise on the page. Here's another one. I follow this one, and this is a small page. There's literally tons of pages just like this. They have millions of followers, but it's all about pure shreds, which is basically getting ripped, right? And I see all the time, every now and then they're linking out to supplements, which they're affiliate for, and then the rest of the time they monetize by literally just people paying them to put their content on here and link out to them. And so you can see like right here, this person, it's just abs. You don't even know who the person is. It's just pure shreds. You do not have to even be on camera. The final one, I love this one. I'm a travel buff. I love to travel. And so 10.4 million followers, right? And it's literally just like pictures of all around the world, epic vacations. And the same thing, they monetize with different affiliate offers. They monetize with people paying them to go on the page. And so the options are unlimited. Like these are the two channels right now that are killing it, Instagram and YouTube. And understand, 3-4 years from now, it's probably going to change. Something else is probably going to be huge. And these aren't even the only two. These are just the ones I'm suggesting to you. But at the end of the day, you can build a podcast. You can build Snapchat. Like you can build Facebook if you absolutely want to, even though I pretty much hate Facebook because the reach is dead. But at the end of the day, there's so many different ways that you can build. When you go out there and create content in a niche that is passionate about something, you can always find a way to monetize it. So I want to talk about really quick how you put this together and how I've literally created a 7-figure business doing this. Now, when I first started, I created like 20 different YouTube channels. I'm just now, like this channel right now, depending on when you're watching this video, this channel's fresh. I literally just started it years ago. I started with YouTube and blogging. And the difference is when I first started, I created like 20 different, YouTube channels, and I basically created tons of videos in all different niches and constantly different topics. And so I created like little mini assets, but I didn't create one main asset, which is my goal for this channel. So my suggestion for you would be to create pick one channel. Don't pick two. Honestly, I think even 2 channels, if you're just starting out, you're just starting to get traction, trying to do YouTube and Instagram, or YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Like this is the mistake that most people make. They try to do too much, but what you want to do is go all in on one platform, and you can later add a second or a third, right? So what you want to do is create content. You want to create content around the topics that people are searching for, the things they care about, the things they want to learn, the problems they're having, the solutions they're looking for. This is what you're going to see me doing on this YouTube channel, right? Sharing my knowledge that I've done over the last 6 years of building businesses in all different niches and showing like how to do it freely. What you do is you attract people, and then at that point, what you want to do is you want to build what I call your distribution channel. You may have heard me mention that like one time earlier if you're listening close, but a distribution channel is basically an email list, right? Now, I understand an email list is not sexy. Like, we all don't want more marketing emails, right? But I'm telling you, you want to do this because there's tons of money in it. Like, literally, this is how I've created my 7-figure business. And the reason is what I say this. Here's what most people do. And I'm going to go back up here. And let's just say, whoa, it went all crazy on me. Let's just say, like, right here is our content. This could be like our YouTube channel, or this could even be our Instagram. It doesn't really matter. What they're going to do is they're just going to link to a sales page for something to buy. And it will work to a degree, right? It will work to a degree. You will get some sales if you're lucky. But if you're lucky, and by lucky, I mean that you actually have a really good sales page for your offer that you're selling, you may get like a 1% conversion. And, if you have a massive audience of like 1 million people, that could be pretty good, right? But what happens is most people just don't buy. They don't buy right away. And the reason being is it's been proven it takes at least 7 points of contact for somebody to buy from you. So if you're just linking to that sales page and that sales page just, I don't know, doesn't resonate with them at the moment, or maybe it's not even the right time for them to buy right now. Like example, maybe if you were in the parenting niche, right, and you're linking out to some cool products that the child could use or some toys, that the mom's just like, it's really awesome. I'd love to get that for my kid right now, but like, it's school season and I really don't have the money for that. But see, if you collected their email, right? If you collected their email, you can continue to follow up with them for years. As long as they stay on your list, you can continue to follow up with them. So what I usually do is I have what's a 3 to 5 day email sequence, or let's just call it email follow up. And like I said, my writing and grammar are horrible, so just bear with me. Email sequence, right? And what this looks like is you have like email 1, then you have email 2, and so on. And what happens is, like, whatever that product that I was trying to sell, I'm linking to that product again. All I'm doing is I'm linking to the product again with different angles, and I'm telling stories and sharing, different tips with them and linking back to that product. Let's say like right here, they get to, email 5. At this point, if people haven't bought the product after like 5 emails, they're probably just not interested in it right now, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue at this point to just, follow up with, more emails. And this can be a mix of content or more product recommendations. And what's going to happen is, more people as they go through right here, this 1 to 5 emails, there's going to be more people that are going to buy than 1%. You're going to increase your conversions because you collected that email. And then what happens is in the future, as you're sending them to more content and you're sending them to more products and you're building the relationship, they trust you. And when it becomes the right time for them to buy, they're going to buy from you. See, this is how you build a real business, right? You're building a real asset that allows you to keep growing. So now let's say you've been doing this for like 6 months straight, right? And you built up an audience of like 10,000 people. And depending on if you're in another niche, it could be even bigger. Now you can start like literally linking out to different products at different times. And what's going to happen is your income's going to keep increasing. The more people that you actually attract, the better relationship you build with them. For me, when I had 2,000 email subscribers, I was already making $40,000 a month. By the time that I got to about 5,000, I was cracking $60,000 to $70,000 months. So you don't need a big audience. Remember what I said, the 1,000 true fans. It's all about trust. It's about, helping them. It's about finding the content that they're looking for that solves their problems and then they care about. And when you do this, you can create a massive, massive business. So this is the big overview, right? You want to become an influencer once again. This is the thing in the business model that is the future, right? Like most people are out there teaching things like easy models and easy hacks and easy ways to make money. But if you look at what they're doing, you're going to see that you follow the money, right? They're doing exactly what I'm teaching here. The people you're following on YouTube, the people you're following on Instagram, even if they're not teaching this stuff, this is what they're doing. This is where the real money is. I don't care what niche it is, whether it's make money online, it's weight loss, it's some other hobby niche. The money is in becoming an influencer. It's not in doing little like short-term methods like just building a Shopify store and making a bunch of money by running tons of Facebook ads. It's not by just recommending every affiliate product that you can promote to try to get some commissions. This is a short-term business model. You want to build something that 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now, your life is just epic. It allows you to grow and keep growing. And I want you to realize your business is not your product. Your business is not what you're selling. Your business is not how you get paid, right? Your business is you. Your business is your influencer business, because once you have attention, literally what's going to happen is now people are going to approach you for sponsorships. you're going to get what's called JV deals. Like people are going to try to reach out to you and say, hey man, I have this product. I'd be willing to, partner with you and give you so much commission. When you build the audience, you're going to have so many opportunities coming out of your pores that people are going to approach you left, right, and center. And you're going to have a million different ways that you can monetize. So my suggestion, especially if you're like 18 to 25, if you're my age or older, you need to be on this like today. But if I could start like you've never done anything, you're just trying to figure out like what's the best business to get started with, like hands down, this is it. Become an influencer. Pick a niche, which by the way, if you don't know how to pick a niche, you don't know what niche you want to be in, I'm going to link in the description in a video like of content that I've created on how to find a profitable niche. And then go all in on this. Figure out like how to create the content. Watch more of my videos. I'm going to be sharing with you like what you do on here, and go out there and become an influencer in your industry. What's going to happen, and you're going to regret this, I promise you. 5 years from now, you're going to see some kid who was sitting in his mom and dad's bedroom is a multi-millionaire because he had the guts literally just to pick up his cell phone and create some content. And I understand, this stuff is hard. It is. It's not super easy. This is why nobody wants to teach it, is because they want to give you simple little hacks, but they're not helping you, right? At the end of the day, the people that are going to be winners, the people that are going to make tons of money, they're going to do this. Like this is what you have to do if you're serious about building a business. Like there's no even option, honestly. Like if you want to be serious and you want to make a business that gives you the lifestyle, allows you to drive the cars you want, take the vacations you want, and give your family the lifestyle you want, like this is what you want to be doing, hands down. So with that being said, if you have not subscribed to the channel, once again, click the button below. Make sure you smash that notification bell. And if you have any questions, guys, just throw them below. If something doesn't make sense that I'm talking about, if you have additional questions, you want to know if a certain niche is good or a certain product's good, throw that question below. I'll engage with you in the comments. And as always, I will see you tomorrow.